So, Big Mom ate those children, right? So it turns out that Mother Carmel is not so sweet after all, despite the fact that she's dressed as a nun and takes care of orphan children and even saves massive giants who are about to have their heads chopped off by an even more massive guillotine. She actually has a darker, ulterior motive. Apparently, for most of her life, Mother Carmel has been trafficking children and selling them to the world government, and she plans on doing this with Big Mom and all of her friends. The thing is, though, she might have missed her opportunity, as the way that this episode ends is going to start one of the biggest discussions amongst the One Piece community. It's something that's already been brewing since it was shown in the manga version, and now the anime fans can finally get in on it. What happened to Mother Carmel and the children, and why was Big Mom the only one left on that island? So aside from that, this episode right here is sort of the conclusion of Linlin's backstory, getting to see what happened when she completely trashed the Giants' village, which did not sit well with anyone. She actually managed to kill one of them, who goes by the name of Joe Rule, and everybody was not happy about this. Harudin was asking for her head. People decided that she just had to be excommunicated from the entire island. Mother Carmel managed to save the day not only by convincing them to not kill her, but by actually saving everyone in the village as well as using her devil fruit power, and this is our very first clue as to where possibly Linlin got her soul fruit. She is able to use this ability to transform this fire into a cute, adorable little sun, which looks like something from a 1930s cartoon. It's hilarious that she was able to transform a massive fiery village into what is arguably a cartoon character, and what I really love about it is the detail that this thing always sticks around her and even manages to light her cigarettes. It's a cute, fun little detail, but it really goes against her actual nature, which is fully revealed in this episode. So, Big Mom just destroyed the entire giant village. They decide that they're going to go to another island and start another lamb's orphan school, where everything just sort of goes back to normal for a little bit. That is until, of course, Mother Carmel reveals what she truly does, which is selling these children to the world government for lots of dough. But she's getting ready to retire, and essentially, Linlin is going to be her final paycheck. So they decide to have a big birthday party for her, and they get all those semla, and they bring them together and turn it into a massive croquembouche, which is that delicious food that she's completely obsessed with, which was shown earlier on in the Whole Cake Island arc when Jinbei arrived to save the day. And everything seems fine at first, with her just devouring the food, crying, being happy with all of her friends, and overall just having a really great emotional and fun birthday, the perfect thing for a child, when suddenly everyone just disappears. Out of nowhere. The children, Mother Carmel, her clothes are left behind, some things look slightly destroyed, but there's an absolute trace of no one. The going theory is that Big Mom ate all the children, including Mother Carmel, and by devouring her, actually managed to absorb her devil fruit powers into her very own body. The thing is, though, why did she not know this was actually going on? We have some evidence to show that when she goes through a ravenous rage hunger, she sort of loses track of everything that's going on around her and doesn't even remember a lot of really disturbing events. She might not even realize that she herself completely devoured everyone in front of her. Now, the thing is, this still hasn't been confirmed. We really don't know what happened in this situation. They've given us no answers to it in the manga version as well, so really this entire scene is almost up for interpretation, and I'm not even sure if we're ever going to see Mother Carmel again, mostly considering the fact that, one, she was already so old just when Linlin was a child, but two, I mean, she might have just been eaten alive. It's weird. So, what's the rundown on this episode of One Piece? This episode wrapped up Big Mom's backstory, and it did so really well. The last two episodes went by really quick, and I'm glad that they didn't stretch them out too much. It really did feel like a perfect two-parter, so the pacing was really good on these episodes. The imagery itself was also very good, very cutesy and happy, only to turn to intense dread by the end of the episode when Big Mom realizes that she's alone, there's no one left on the island, and she doesn't even realize that she could have possibly devoured them. Like I said, that's still just a theory, but I mean, it seems like the most obvious one at the moment. It just got really weird and intense in that moment where suddenly everybody just disappeared. It's one of the most iconic moments of her character, and it's also a nice segue back to the current part of the story where she's completely freaking out and yelling, and everybody's just really freaked out by Big Mom. To be continued screen. It's a classic episode of One Piece, to say the least. If you wanted to learn a little bit more about Big Mom, this is the perfect episode for you. It also gives us a little bit of a mystery and a cliffhanger on her backstory as we move forward into what is going to get even crazier, I assure you. So, I'm going to give this episode a 4 out of 5. Another solid episode of One Piece, which is definitely worth your time. I'd love to get your thoughts about it. You can tell me all of them in the comments section below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more anime reviews. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, stay down, baby.